Some stories don't need to be true to be real. Whether you choose to believe it or not is part of the story. Viewer discretion is advised.
What if it wasn't you that chose your favorite song? What if it was the song that chose you instead? What if it follows you long after the music stops? And what if it takes you somewhere you can't come back from? I'm sitting here in what used to be Levi Dusk's home, the place where a young musician's story ended far too soon. Was it an overdose, a suicide, or something darker? The conspiracies surrounding Levi Dusk run wild to this day. One thing that was for sure, though, Levi never took ownership of his work. He insisted the music came from somewhere else. Not a friend, not a muse, not even human. He gave the credit to something he called the hanged man. Some say it was his father, others his manager. But there are those who believe it was a demon. Levi Dusk has been dead for decades, but his songs still linger. Some say his songs speak to troubled minds. And if you look close enough, you might find there is some evidence to support these claims. A string of deaths, each one pointing back to Levi Dusk. The violence didn't surface while he was alive. It started after his death. A seemingly unrelated number of massacres, unless you follow the clues. Each event, the same signs appeared. Some maniac wearing Levi's merch, his words scrawled into journals and manifestos, and always Levi's music, echoing again and again on repeat where the walls were painted red. It's hard to tell the copycats from the originals at this point. Infamy bestowed by the media only seems to fuel the downward spiral against the system. Blinded by that common enemy that sometimes fails us all, the beast that shrouds itself in the innocent and begs to be justified through vengeance. While Levi never directly spoke of harming anyone, injustice collectors seem to choose the tools that they personified into their suffering. And they seem to choose any means necessary to carry out their path of red rum and Odysseus. Too many killings, too many tragedies committed by people who swore they heard Levi's voice in their heads. They say once you've heard one of his songs, it never lets go of you. It lives inside you, under the surface, constantly suggesting. They say silence is when his music is loudest, like a friend leaning close, reminding you that you were right to hate it all.
I can give you everything, songs that bite and knives that sing. Close your eyes, don't ask who speaks. You've been hearing me for weeks. Every silence carved in bone, every dream that felt alone was just me beneath your skin. You're not lost, you let me in.
In life, Dusk was a recluse. On stage, a prophet. He barely spoke outside of performances, vanishing between shows. But in his songs, he said too much. Lyrics that cut deep, feeding those who already felt abandoned, enraged, and invisible. He wrote for those who never dreamed of picket fences, those outcasts who wanted the world to burn instead of mend. A one-man band, shadowed by faceless accomplices, always anonymous, always replaceable. Critics argued that his music was invasive, even dangerous. You know, the best kind of music. No one has ever proved a connection. Nothing official has ever tied him to the blood spilled in his name. But the statistics, they keep adding up. Officially, Levi 27'd himself. That's the story anyway. But the details contradict one another, like they always do with mishandled investigations. They found him chained to the ceiling, left to rot for days, maybe weeks in this very room. No suspects, no leads. Just the music. Just the drugs. just the silence. Today, his home still stands, abandoned and decaying, much like my own sanity. A crumbling relic to some, a shrine frozen in time to his fans. People come from far and wide to see what he left behind, to possibly get a glimpse of the ghost of Levi Dusk, or to try to find out what exactly was the Hanged Man. Tonight, I'm going to try to contact Mr. Dusk from beyond the music's grave. Oh, and by the way, the name's Speed Freak? Yeah, you've never heard of me, but just in case I summon a demon and all, I got this sick piece of paranormal paraphernalia from a legit witch doctor. It's a crystal planchette. She told me it can make a Ouija board work in single-player mode. Honestly, I can't think of a better way to try to reach Levi, an unplugged solo performance. So, the usual. Anyways, the crystal channels energy, and the anointing oil flame acts as a spiritual conductor. Allegedly. Here goes nothing. I am here to communicate with Levi Dusk. I invite no other spirits or entities. May only Levi Dusk speak to me. Levi, can you give me a sign that you are with us? Just guide my hands and we can talk. Is the 13th track on the Grief Engine real? I've played the album at 3 a.m. and all I heard was silence. What are you saying at the beginning of Become the Fear? It sounds like I'm the end, or on the edge. It's highly debated by researchers.
Are you even listening to me?
Did you log out at 27 on purpose? Surely seems like a strategic move, Something's up. Either that witch doctor ripped me off, or this thing isn't compatible with my current anxiety patch. What the? Did this thing just fucking move? Holy shit. This thing's moving on its own. I better not get possessed. That's the last thing I need. What was that? It sounded like chains. Maybe the witch doctor didn't rip me off. She drugged me. One ghost at a time, please. I gotta stay on track. This thing's really gotten out of hand. Get back here, fucker! There's gotta be some magic word or something. I suck with ghosts, honestly. Can you say anything at all? Strong silent type, I get it. How about using the letters? Man, what are some of his lyrics? Oh yeah, it's just all this stuff about how everything sucks and everyone's fucked. Look, I don't condone Levi's message, but it's hard to not find some of his words a little relatable and, unfortunately, a little catchy. Let's see, there's that one about propagation through incantation. How does it go? Say my name again. Say it slow, say it clean. Let it crawl across the static like a sermon on the screen. If they won't hear the begging, let them choke on what I've been. If I'm erased in life, then let me echo in the end. Say my name again. Levi Dusk. Holy shit, somebody call the Warrens! This can't be real! Is this really Levi Dusk? Okay, you gotta mellow, Marilla. You've got to ask the hard-hitting questions here. What do you have to say about having an indirect body count of nearly 300? How did you really die? What did the Hanged Man want from you? What did you get from the Hanged Man? Who killed you? Answer me, damn it! How many people have to die for you to keep up your end of the deal? Who was the Hanged Man? Man, what the fuck is this? Not again.